put a 1 in the chat. Testing 1, 2, Band-Aid gang, we right here. Let's go.
Y'all get up in here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Double tap that screen, y'all. We beat you. Let's go. Y'all get in here. Get in here. Let's go. Double tap the screen. Let's get them lights up. Band-Aid gang. Let's go. Double tap the screen, y'all. Let's get ready to start this live. Justin for Nolan Well. Band-Aid gang, we in the building. Let's go. Run it up. Salute to all my mods. Thank y'all for coming in. Shouts out to the replay gang. Everybody been showing love to the channel. We appreciate all you guys' love and all you guys' support. When it comes to this channel, let's go. Band-Aid gang. I told y'all we were gonna find him. We beat you. I told y'all we was gonna find him. What's up, my boss? I see you. Y'all get in here. My boss, I just modded you up. Make sure you put a Band-Aid in the chat. Let me see if you modded up. Let's go. You should have a wrench. Band-Aid gang. There it is. Let's go. There it is. So what we did, y'all, we went right where they at. See, when you on this channel, gang, you get the exclusive. It's a lot of new stuff going on, gang, that we finna bring to these YouTube streets, man. We beat you. Shouts out to all the mods. We getting ready to start this live up here in a second. Everybody, all right, you modded up, mob. You got a rent, so you got power. Let's go. What's up, gang? We beat you. We in the building. My mods is in the building. Y'all know we go the different route. We don't follow the same trends that everybody following on this channel. We have been definitely seeking justice for Nolan Well, and we've been staying on top in a major way. And what we've been doing, everybody that been supporting this channel, they see how we've been doing it. You know, we looking at the big picture of what's going on. So on today's live, y'all, we gonna show y'all some things that y'all wouldn't expect would be going on. Because what we're going to identify today is that a lot of the stuff that you guys have been seeing, for as these boats and everything, all of that stuff is AI cap bullshit, and we have exposed the whole thing, and we've also exposed the big fish that's in the game. Everybody still is they're catching up a little bit, but they're not looking in all the route. They're not looking in all the right places. So what we're gonna do is demonstrate that today. So also, we're gonna get ready to pop off this live, and it's got a lot of information in the live. It look like we're getting some things going. People are definitely not letting the flame go out when it comes to Nolan Wells. So we want to thank everybody for that. If you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App is pinned, and that is Content Kings with a Z 123. If you would like to donate to the channel, or you can run a super chats up, and if you don't want to do that, hit the like button. It is for free. And we're going to run up the algorithms. What's going on, September Virgo? September Virgo is in the building. Salute to everybody. Audio check. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me pretty good. Let's get a 1 in the chat. So I went vertical because it was playing with my horizontal. You know I'm going to find a way, gang, to get this shit out. All right. So, as we talk, September Virgo, okay, thank you, gang. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, mods. So here is the boat to start off with. So what we're going to do today is also take you on a journey to where these people went. We're going to show you basically Jax's house. So I want everybody to also think about, when it comes to Jax, who does he live with? Who does Jax live with? They say the house is the grandparents' house, but actually, if you pay attention to everything that's going on, maybe an adult lives there. I know he has a brother, but let's stay right there a little bit, okay? Who lives there? Who lives at this house? Is there someone there 24/7? Who lives there? What's going on, user? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this screen. Band-Aid gang, so we can get to the commentary real quick. Let's go.
The KKK wore masks because they were cops. They were the fire department. They were the governors and the doctors, the dentists, the principals. Same shit now. That's why there's no real investigation into what's going on with the missing black girls and missing black boys, because it's them.
Season 5 now? I'm so confused.
So what did we tell y'all? What did we tell y'all a long time ago? Y'all pay attention to this. We cooking. We getting straight to it. Thank you, September Virgo, for these clips that came in. My team, we've been working behind the scenes very, very hard when it comes to this situation. So I want y'all to pay attention to what y'all see right there. Look at Trayston. I told y'all in the beginning, this whole setup, if all else fails, they coming for Trayston, y'all. They coming for Trayston. That's why that attorney, when he went up on Officer Tater Tot's channel, gang, he was specifically saying his clients are good. And now we thinking over here, that Trayston is going to be the scapegoat. Trayston is going to be the scapegoat. And everybody know that we said this. So, right. So I want everybody to see that right there at the top, what Trayston said. Look, Trayston said he's drawing the line in the sand, Band-Aid gang. He said he's drawing a line in the sand. And choose a side. He said choose a side, y'all. He said... Tracy said he drawing a line in the sand, Band-Aid gang. He like, oh, okay. They probably ain't calling him no more. Everybody want to stay away from everybody because, see, shit getting deep, man. See, them ancestors is on their ass. Let's go, gang.
They're very disturbing. Go take a look for yourselves.
Hit the like button.
Looks like Trayson out here running his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He done chose a side.
So we're choosing sides now? I'm so confused. Drew a line in the sand and chose a side. What side did you choose? You left out that part. Come back and
let us know, Tracy.
Let us know what side you chose. At this point, why would you say that?
Drew a line in the sand. And
Drew it in the
chose
sand,
a
gang.
side. I don't know what side you chose, bruh, but ain't no way.
Double tap that screen. Let's get straight to
Ain't
it.
no way.
And another thing, because there's a lot of slow people out here. Javon was with Nolan, okay?
Now listen to what this girl just said, Band-Aid gang. Now she gonna call us dumb. See, I put it up out here, gang, for everybody can have their own opinions. Please double tap the screen if you just got in. If you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App is in the channel, or you can hit the super chats. So here it is, Band-Aid gang. Look at this, y'all. The girl don't make sense, but she say we don't make sense. But we gonna get on her. No, she still want the same thing we want, but listen to this.
Ain't no way.
And another thing, because there's a lot of slow people out here.
No, we're not slow.
Javon was with Nolan.
Now we're gonna show you why what she's saying don't make no sense. Band-Aid gang, what did she just say? Javon was with Nolan. Now listen, y'all.
Okay? Tristan gets into a fight.
Okay.
Javon places his phone on the boat because they were in the water to go over there to.
So this is where she makes a mistake at. She said Trayvon was with Nolan. Well then, if Tristan is into a fight, well then what happened to Nolan? Hit the like button, y'all. We ain't got to plug it. If Javon was with Nolan and Tristan got into a fight, y'all meaning to tell me that Nolan just stood right there, gang? Make it make sense. So that means what? Nolan would go with Javon to go help Tristan. Hit the like button. Let's make it make sense. This young lady, I know what she's trying to do, but it's not making that much sense. Because if Javon is with Tristan, if Javon is with Nolan, why would, if Tristan takes off? That's why I keep telling everybody from the beginning, it was either a decoy. I don't think Javon really was up on Nolan, or Javon is paid off, because his story is not making sense to just say when he does that interview, oh yeah, I saw Nolan on the island. That's all you saw, Nolan? You just saw your best friend one time on the island? You didn't say what's up to him? That's where everything gets rocky at. That's why, it's gonna be a lot of people subpoenaed in this court. It's gonna be a lot of people subpoenaed. So this is what I'm saying. You have to realize what's going on in the situation, and you can't trust nobody in the situation. Only thing is bring your calculators, because that's the only thing we trusting again. Because I still say that Javon is suspect. Javon is going to have to clear his name, because they saying he left his phone. They saying they called him. Warren is saying he called him. There's still not a time where Javon admits what day, what time that he came and picked up his phone. What part of the day was that when Javon came and picked up his phone? And why, when Javon mama called him, he answered the phone, and he didn't know where Nolan was. But at some point in time, Javon went and picked up his phone. What's going on, Luke Baptist? Just make it make sense to us. What time did Javon, and I've been on that, what time has Javon went to go pick up his phone? What time of the day did Javon go pick up that phone? What time of the day? And if he picked up that phone, why did, when his mother called and asked him if he seen Nolan, he says, nah, he haven't seen him. Why didn't he say, oh, I went over to Warren house and picked up my phone. I noticed that he wasn't over there at Jackson house. Yeah, it's funny that you called him. See, I'm gonna hit the things that people ain't really saying. That's what Javon was supposed to say when he got that phone call from his mama, when she said, hey, you heard anything from Nolan? Nuh-uh, but I went over there to, ain't that right? Put a one in the chat if I'm right, y'all. Wouldn't he would have said, nah, ma, no, what happened? Because I went over there to Jack's house to pick up my phone because I left it. What's going on? Or he should have had the phone. Or they should have gave him Nolan's phone. See, I'm going to crack the code for y'all today, man. That's what he should have said. He should have said, nah, ma, what's going on? Did you hear from Nolan? Because everybody looking for Nolan, Javon. You know what, Mom, I accidentally had left my phone on the boat over there on Warren's boat, and I went over there and I went to pick up my phone. They didn't mention nothing about about Nolan in. What's going on? That's what he should have said, man. What part of that conversation did we miss? See, everybody is suspect, man. Everybody is suspect. And I'm going to show y'all why today. Let's go.
On Tristan. By the time Javon got back to come back to Nolan. He was not there. Neither was none of those.
So why was it? See, you must be from Ocean Springs, young lady, or you got paid off. Where you from? Because it's not making no sense what you're saying. If Nolan was standing there with Javon and they saw, and Javon saw Trayston getting in the fight, Nolan would have went with him too to go help his homies. That's all I'm saying. Nolan would have went to go help. So what you saying, Miss Lady, is not making no sense. So what we saying is that whole video, everything out there was capped. What they showing y'all are old videos and old footage. They put a decoy body out there with the big hat that I showed y'all to make y'all think it was Nolan. And Nolan wasn't out there. Let's continue, y'all.
Do the fucking math. The motherfuckers took off and his phone was on a boat. For anybody asking why the fuck his phone was on a boat. Why the fuck does it motherfucking matter?
Because it matters. It does matter why. See, you missing the whole point, young lady. It does matter what Javon's phone was on the boat. We want to know what time Javon went to pick up that phone. That's all we asking. What time of the day did he go pick up his phone? And why would he make a statement on YouTube, on social media, on the news, saying that that doesn't make sense when Nolan left his phone? But you left your phone. So what is you even talking for, gang? What is you even talking for about Nolan leaving his phone and you left yours? That's why I say it don't add up. Let's continue. Let's get to it.
The wrong fucking people. There's smokers with whoever's speaking on her.
So this is the mom. Hit the like button. Double tap the screen. So this is flaws in this right here too. Because listen to the mom. This is the mom's text. The mother is online, and the mother is jaw-jacking with some people online. So listen.
Son and don't know what the F they talking about. Her son is Javon, Nolan's best friend. She definitely came in swinging and didn't hold back no punches. If you allegedly believe he knows more than what he says he knows, then say exactly what you mean and stop hiding behind the word allegedly. Because when you allegedly believe someone knows something, you're not just asking questions. You're going after that person and implying that they know something. So either come with the facts and proof or quit throwing accusations around and hiding behind allegedly. I said what the F I said. Now all credits go to Bree Lee. This happened on her channel on TikTok. And what she said is, I'm allowed to have my own thoughts and opinions. And these are my thoughts and opinions. And of course the chat got involved. Someone said he was with Javon. And she says, B, he wasn't. And anytime he has been, he's been safe.
So now the mama says he wasn't with Javon. So the mother texts and say, Nolan wasn't with Javon. Let's continue.
She said, Javon didn't leave anyone. Javon doesn't own a boat. And he wasn't with Javon. So how the F he leave Nolan? These comments are in no particular order. What could he know and not tell? He wasn't with them on none of the 3-4 boats. So what was it for him to know again? And who's gonna F with him if he told? If he knew more, he would tell more. Without a care in the world. Because again, ain't nobody gonna do ish. I didn't pick up both phones. Speak facts. My son got his own phone. What the F are you talking about? And then somebody said, so his phone wasn't on a boat with Nolan? It came out of his own mouth, basically. She said, B, I'm aware of what came out of my son's mouth. Are you? Because it's clear you don't comprehend well. And you and whoever can believe what I said. And Bree said, no, because I literally said I don't believe your baby did anything at all. But this video is suspicious, and I'm entitled to my opinion.
Absolutely.
I'm not the only one who believes this, which is clear by the comments below. This whole situation is suspicious. Everyone's part in it is suspicious. And until all facts come out, it's all suspicious, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. Somebody said, I'm trying to understand. Mr. Tatum said on YouTube that Javon's mom went and got his phone and Nolan's phone. And now I'm hearing two different stories. She said, and Tatum is lying. I did not go get Javon's phone. Someone said, same story, his mom.
So the mama say Tatum lying, I did not get Javon's phone. So we need to know who went and got you need to be texting mama in there when your son went and got the phone. You see all the missing pieces that they not saying?
2 days ago. Said, whose mom confirms? Because that's BS. She goes on to say, I don't give a F about public opinion. Never have and never will. A stupid MF opinion that never define me or my child. So F them. I know I don't, but I done had enough of these bird brain beats. Let's start at B, get your facts straight. F these dumb folks, respectful. She says your thoughts are valid. She said, and you should keep yours shut when you don't know what the F you're talking about. And they sent me to his house, which that boy had never been to war.
Now listen, y'all.
Wyatt did. I never even really talked to Warren. The whole time I was in the house, I spoke with Wyatt. Wyatt is the one who had the phone that supposedly was in his truck or whoever. But Wyatt is who I talked to. I never talked to Warren. I'm not sure why Warren's doing that. But I turned the
camera around directly on why and told my sister. Outside somewhere. They said it was in the truck. I'm not sure where it was at. It took them at least 15 minutes to bring me the phone. By this time, the boys start Wyatt start getting jazzy at the mouth. So my son, Jalen was like, hey, you better watch your tone. Like, don't be smart, my mama.
Right.
Because we trying to figure out why y'all see y'all.
So Javon is there. Javon is with his mama. But Javon ain't said nothing about leaving his phone there earlier. Nothing. Never did an interview. But they sure rolled in on him. So was they rolling in on him, and it was Warren rolling in on him saying, hey, if I go down, you go down too? Because if I go down, you go down too, because we paid you off. We paid you off. If we get caught, we paid you off to shut up. We paid you off to say that you was on the island. We paid you off because see what y'all not understanding, that whole golf right there, I told y'all, is allegedly sex trafficking and allegedly drug trafficking. That whole port is a drug trafficking port, gang. That's what they got going on down there, gang. And they've been having it going on. They have rituals down there on Horn Island. That's why it's called Horn Island. And I'm going to show y'all that today. Band-Aid, let me show you what's going on. I showed y'all this. Let me get straight to the meat and potatoes, gang. Let me show y'all how we hold it over here on this channel. Hit the like button, y'all. Let me go. I'm gonna come right back to this video. We're gonna stop right there. Then we're gonna go to this. We're gonna show y'all what goes on Horn Island, okay? We're gonna show y'all what goes on Horn Island. So first of all, we kind of showed y'all a prime example. The people that didn't know what goes on Horn Island, we're gonna show you today. And we're gonna show you some deep stuff that you some more new updates that we have going on Horn Island. Hold on. Let me mute that music there. Y'all, let me show y'all what really go on Horn Island. That music, okay, babe. Okay. Y'all seeing what going on Horn Island? Let me show you what going on Horn Island, gang, on the 4th of July, because this is the 4th of July, right? Let me show you what really go on and how you, and even there's clips of other boats. Let me show you what go on Horn Island, gang, on the 4th of July. Right here, y'all, look. Let me show you what go on Horn Island on the 4th of July, gang. And I'm finna show you some more stuff about Horn Island. I'm finna open your eyes again, boom. Damn. Quick advertisement. Well, let me show you what go on Horn Island, y'all. Let me show you what go on. Fourth of July. This is the 4th of July. 4th of July on Horn Island, gang. 4th of July. This is what go on Horn Island, gang, on the 4th of July, Band-Aid, gang. Let me show you what how they playing with the cameras. Everything is fake. That's who out there on Horn Island, gang, on the 4th of July. Confederate flags everywhere. Let me show you what going on Horn Island, gang, on the 4th of July. Skulls. Did y'all see the skulls? Skulls over here on this flag. Confederate. Skulls. Confederate. Let's go. More, look at that. Confederate party out here, gang. It's a Confederate party out here, gang. Double tap the screen. They got a Confederate party out here, gang. Let me show you what really go on. How you know we don't see no black people over here now. Because everything, the pictures that they showed you was all fake. Let's go, gang. Double tap that screen. They got a Confederate party right here. Skulls right there. Look, gang. Look what everybody got on. Let's keep going. Double tap the screen. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And I'm going to show you some stuff that's going to blow your mind. Hit the like button. They got the old men having a Confederate party out here. Let's go, Band-Aid gang. Thank y'all for the 100s. Double tap the screen. We ain't got to live like this. See, everything they showed y'all was fake. I'm finna show y'all today. They go a Triton boat right there. I wonder if that's Bar Daddy out there. Let's get in here. Hit the like button. Get in here. Let's go. Confederate party. I want y'all to pay attention to what? Them skulls on that flag. I'm gonna show you. Pay attention to the skulls on the flag. Let's go. They got the pirate. Look at the skulls on that flag. Pay attention. Show y'all what's going on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hit the like button. We ain't got to live like this. This the 4th of July. Run it up, y'all. Run them likes up. Let's go, gang. Thank you so much, Mark. Let's run it up. I see you, Mark. Let's get it. Let me show y'all let me show you what's going on Horn Line on the 4th of July. Hit the like button. What's going on, Shay? I see you. Hold on. Right here. Let's show you what's going on Horn Island on the 4th of July, Band-Aid gang. Look like a whole bunch of Confederates to me. I'm gonna show you how I rock a show. Look at over there. Look at that. Did I mention that? Or I must have left that part out. Did I mention that? Or I must have left that part out too. Did I mention that? Oh, I must have left that part out too. We on your ass. See, I'm finna burn them out. I'm bringing them all out. We bringing them all out tonight. Let's go, gang. Hit the like button. Exactly. The Klan is still heavy in Ocean Springs, but I'm gonna show you some more stuff. Let me show you what it's a cover up, gang. This is a drug port. This is a drug port. Even the one in Detroit. Anybody that own a boat can come up. Especially if you in ports like this, right? Because you can make moves. Horn Island is a place that other people can meet up, move women around. See, what y'all don't pay attention to what Morgan said. Morgan said on Horn Island. Morgan said he rolls up to a big barge, and be able to use their internet. So could you imagine if they was dropping off some of them girls to the men that's on them ships, and they bring them back? What you doing out there going to get the internet service from a big ass barge that's out there in the middle of the ocean? Hit the like button. We ain't got to live like this. Hit the like button. That is a drug port, gang. You picking up women, they trafficking, gang. And that's why it's a trafficking port, gang. This is what's going on. Now watch this, y'all. I can't make this up. And not only that, they have satanic rituals. Let me watch this. I'm gonna show you the satanic. Let me show y'all. Look at that. This is straight Klan meeting. This Klan. It's an organization, gang. Exactly. One of them selling their boats. Now watch this, y'all. This is a Klan meeting, gang. This the 4th of July. Not a black soul, but they giving y'all fake pictures with black people out there. See, that's fake, gang. That is fake. Everything they showed you is fake. And I'm going to show you that today. Let's go. It's a Klan rally, gang. It's the Knights of Columbus. It's another group we found today that took over that whole Gulf. I'm finna show y'all. Knights of Columbus, the Dixie Mafia. And it's another organization, and they tied in. I'm finna show y'all that too. And they all run this port. Look at this, gang. Look what they doing, gang. This is a port. They pay for them women. A lot of them women are alleged prostitution. They pay for these girls. They ship them from boat to boat. They take them up in that damn Biloxi Gulf up in there up in the bayou, and they switch these women off to them rich men. This is what they do, gang. These ain't nothing but paid little prostitute girls. Look, gang, they paid for them, gang. That's what go on. See, I broke this case a long time ago. I been showed y'all this shit, gang. Look at this. Look at this, gang. We right here. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look, they just, I'm telling you what's going on, gang. They doing what they want to with them girls. Look, they doing what they want to with them girls. They trafficking them girls, gang. Look at this, that's trafficking, gang. They doing what they want, gang. I can't make this stuff up. Look at them, gang. They trafficking, gang. Look what they doing, gang. We beat you. Look at this. That's why they play with my YouTube channel. Please double tap the screens. Let's get this. I'm just beginning, y'all. I'm just beginning. I'm finna take you there, gang. I'm finna take y'all there tonight. I'm about to take y'all there tonight, gang. Hit the like button. I'm about to take y'all there tonight. So now, we know that part. Thank you, guys. Evidence is definitely on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So here's the thing. Let's get straight to the meat and potatoes. So now we're gonna rock it out like this. Let me show y'all how I do it. So now let's do them all type of ways. These are key things. This is what's on Horn Island, Band-Aid gang. Pay attention what that says right there. Arctic Wreck. Hit the like button. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to take y'all there. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to take y'all there. No, you must come from that set. You were from over there. Ain't no making it up. We'll stay right here. We just doing the signs and symbols. Okay. Now, Mark, watch this, Bandit. Watch this, gang. Look at this. Look at that. Look what. It's an Arctic Wreck at Horn Island. Okay. It's an Arctic Wreck at Horn Island. Pay attention to this right here. Pay attention to that right there. Right there. I want y'all to pay attention to that Arctic. Pay attention to that right there. Okay? Now watch this. It's an Arctic Wreck under there, right? Let's do them all type of ways. Hit that like button. I ain't got to live like this. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I'm trying to put you on. Look at this guy. Now watch this. I'm turning the volume up. Look at this. Pay attention to the signs and symbols. He says, look what he says right here. It's on Horn Island. 2018, July 15th, Arctic Wreck. Okay, Horn Island. But look, the music, pay attention, gang. Hit the like button. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to do them all type of ways. Put 1 in the chat if y'all want me to do them all type of ways. Pay attention. The music, F-Stop Blues, Jack Jackson. So look at this. But under Horn Island, look. Watch this. Or however you pronounce that, Artegaris Wreck. But pay attention. Watch this.
Pick up some campers we dropped off yesterday.
Oh, look.
Isaac and Maggie from
He picking up something they dropped off yesterday, gang. Let's go.
Harvard. And Pam and I decided we could come a couple hours early and have some fun here.
Uh-oh, him and Pam.
Arcteris Wreck.
Arcteris Wreck.
South side. What you think, Pam? It's a pretty day out here.
On the south side.
And it's a little windy. But that's the wreck right there.
Yeah, this what's up under there, right? Don't want to play that music. All right, I'm gonna have to tell them to take that music out. But under there, look at what we looking at. Arcteris Wreck. Okay, this going on up under there. Okay, hit the like button, y'all. We right here. Jeff, be cool before I get you up out of here. I'm just be respectful in my chat. I'm gonna get you up out of here, cause this is for real scientists. This is for real woke people, real woke people that's observing this shit. Hit the like button, y'all. My content ain't like the people you watching, gang. My content ain't like the people you watching, gang. I'm gonna take you there. So now, gang, we see. Now we paid attention to the name. Now pay attention to this. Hit the like button, y'all. We ain't got to live like this. Pay attention. We ain't got to live like this. I'm gonna show y'all. We ain't got to be fooled by what they want us to fool us with. Look at that, gang. Talk to me. Hit that, gang. Hit that, gang. Hit that to me, gang. Talk to me, gang. I told you about them satellites. I told you about them satellites. Let's go. Listen to the music. Demonic. Let's go. Come on, gang. We right here. Look at some of their songs. Look. Listen how he sound. Talk to me. Hit the like button. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm cooking. I'm finna take y'all there. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm explaining to you. Pay attention to this name. Pay attention to the meanings, the names. Look, y'all. Sacrifice. Watch these dudes out. Look at this. Here go another person. Look, y'all. Y'all know how these people come in. Look. Y'all know how these people right here come in with the dogs and the pets that we always talk about, the weirdos. The dogs and the pets. How they come in with that? The dogs and the pets, the weirdos. Look at that. Hit the like button, gang. We ain't got to live like this. The dogs and the pets that you see in the chat, the weirdo people. That come in defending Nolan Wells and what's going on Horn Island. When these demonic people, that worshiping the devil come in, gang. See, y'all ain't paying attention to the signs, right? So when that old man was up there talking, right? So basically they having rituals. They having rituals on this island, gang. Sacrifices. They having rituals as well on this island. See, you got to pay attention to the signs and symbols. So now let's go back. So, okay, they having rituals on this island. That's why that old man said the band gonna come out. So at a certain time of the night, here come them demons. And these people think that they are from some other damn planet. I can't make this shit up. They think they from some other damn planet and they in Orion. So ain't no telling what this island is connected to, why they call it Horn Island. Thank you. To show, gang, I showed you a ritual on Horn Island. I can show you that too. I showed my gang, you need to catch up the rituals they have on Horn Island with them people dancing out there at night, burning the red. Go back on some of my videos and look at that, bro. You got to catch up with my channel to understand what we at over here. So I'm going to show you about this circle. Let's continue to rock the show, gang. You got to live like this. If you're a newcomer, start watching my other content. We moving along.
He stole it, and I was like, Teddy, how did you get that?
Let's go.
The long line of spies and saboteurs that helped determine the outcome of the Civil War starts with the founding of a secret society even before Abraham Lincoln becomes president.
Hit the like button.
A conspiratorial organization that hides its secrets so well
Look, there it is.
that it has almost society.
There it is. Hold on.
Even before Abraham
Hold on.
Lincoln becomes president.
Watch this, gang.
Conspiratorial organization that hides its secrets so well.
Band-Aid gang, what we see on those flags? What did we just see on those flags that was out there, gang? What did we see on those flags? Hit the like button. We ain't got to live like this. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. What did we see? What did we see? What was on Horn Island in the beginning of Horn Island? It was a lighthouse, wasn't it? Hit the like button. We ain't got to live like this. There it is. There it is. Let's continue.
That it has almost disappeared from history.
The largest secretive conspiratorial group during the Civil War was the Knights of the Golden Circle.
Now you got the Knights of the Golden Circle. Pay attention to this right here, gang. Pay attention to what you see on the Nazi sign that I showed y'all about the Knights of Columbus. Same sign, same symbolic. Pay attention to the symbolic. Hit the like button. Pay attention.
The Knights of the Golden Circle had a large, broad-based membership from both the North and the South, and they had sympathies that sought to expand slavery.
Do what? I said damn. Uh-oh.
The same month, the Republican convention nominates Abraham Lincoln as their presidential candidate.
Hit the like button.
The Knights of the Golden Circle hold their own convention in Raleigh, North Carolina, with a dark and treasonous agenda.
There it is.
Feeling besieged.
Let's talk about it. Oh, why they don't want to give up the evidence, gang? There it is. Look what they control. They called that the circle. This is what they controlled. All of this. So not only do you got the Knights of the Golden Circle, you got the Knights of Columbus. You got the KKK. And you got the Dixie Mafia. All of this. And all of them have the same symbolic signs. You see what I'm saying? All of them got the same symbolic signs. All of them. They call this the circle. So we know Horn Island up in here. So we got 4 or 5 different organizations that still work together. You still use the same symbolic signs and symbols that they're using. That's why it's hard. So if they own all of this trafficking, they own this whole bag, ain't it? They own this whole city. They own all of this, gang. All of this. More than one group, but they using the same symbolic signs. Okay, so now let's continue. Let's just give you a little bit.
The original goal was to establish an empire that they were hoping it would equal the grandeur of ancient Rome.
Founded in 1854 by a physician named George Bickley, the Knights of the Golden Circle is similar to another society steeped in
Did y'all pay attention? I'm going to show y'all another symbol.
54 by a
It's
physician
one of them
named
girls.
George Bickley, the Knights of the Golden Circle is
It was one of them girls that was out there. Pay attention to that. She had one of them girls that was out there. If anybody remember, she had like little designs on her body that was in a bathing suit. And she had the same symbol on her, right up under her rib cage. The white girl that was on Horn Island. Hit the like button. We ain't got to live like this. We ain't got to live like this. I've been paying attention. I've been rocking this case.
to another society steeped in mystery, the Masons.
The Masons. Okay, we hear all about it.
The organizing figures of
Do
the
your own
Knights of the Golden
research.
Circle were also made.
The video's there. I got to finish cooking. So we know what's going on. So we got a 12. Watch this game. I don't play no games. That I'm not finna do. Let's see what's going on.
1, 2, 3, play.
Let's see how they get down, gang. This them brothers right here. There's Wyatt and them. They out here. Double tap that screen. I'm a Moorish American. So now, this doc right here, pay attention. That's why I know about the signs. I'm a Moor. They go with Triton right there. So we already spotted the Triton. So pay attention. It's a Triton here. Now watch this. We know it's a great truck involved. So let's continue to track.
That's perfect. 1 minute tie. It's a double union knot. We only need like 4 or 5 reps. People might say different, but I've caught plenty of fish just like this. Never had a problem. Pull up tight. Same thing on the opposite side. I do the braid
like 2 or 3 more times more just so it doesn't slip. But that's it. Alright, pull it tight as fuck. That was really bad. This is a dockside bait and tackle 1/4 ounce jig head. These are my favorite ones. I've used plenty of them. I've used all types. I really always resort back to these. They're not too expensive. They last pretty long. And I like the smaller one just because.
Absolutely, all parties are cold. I agree. Let's continue. Let's get down here. Some stuff I want y'all to see.
Tomorrow. And I'm just gonna do the same exact.
Pay attention to these boats.
You're one cool. About 2.5.
Same bird, different feathers. You said it.
And this is obviously.
Same bird, different feathers. I love that.
But I don't mess with swivels. I don't like swivels. They break your rod tip when you reel them up. 200.
Let's get down.
Or in the wrong.
I'm just getting y'all started.
Ooh, she's dirty. Ooh, she's dirty. Let's see what's in there. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, you mean to tell me you couldn't put Nolan's body up in there again?
She's
You mean to
dirty.
tell me you couldn't put Nolan's body up in there allegedly? Uh-oh. Boom. I said damn.
Oh, man.
Oh, you couldn't put you couldn't put a body in there again? That you couldn't put you couldn't put a body in there again? I said damn.
That is no good.
Oh, they thought they okay, we wouldn't think that they talking like, you know, we ain't gonna get up in here and pay no attention.
Alright.
Oh man.
Man. There's a cast out of road.
Uh-oh, look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They messing up. They messing up. They should have got rid of this video. Now we know that you can put a body in there.
That is no good. Alright. Man. There's a cast out.
Man, I found this channel a way long time ago. Go watch my channel. Found this channel a long time ago. Gotta go back. I've been on this.
Alright, I'll figure it out.
I've been on this.
See in there?
Look, y'all. Look at all the places you can put a body, gang. Stop playing with us.
I will get back with y'all. This is gonna be. I shouldn't have waited until now to do this, but I got a baseball when it was already dark. Decided last minute I wanted to go fishing, so I will get back with y'all when I'm done with this.
Uh-oh, there it is. I got that. That's the right house, Angel. That's it. Look, Angel. That's the house. That's the house. I want y'all to pay attention to this. Pay attention to that boat right there. And there go the other boat. That's a Palm Beach. That's a Palm Beach. There it is. That's a Palm Beach. Hit the like button. No, I ain't seen the Ben Crump team yet, Mark. But pay attention to this, because I found a house today. I'm going to take y'all down there, too. So they got a Palm Beach. It's a Palm Beach. That's the Palm Beach right there, gang. Boom. So now already the attorney is trying to hide. He don't know who on the Palm Beach. The attorney don't know who on the Palm Beach, but we gonna get to that. And they got this other boat right here. That boat, I know we at the right house from that boat right there. So I know we at the right house. This is the research that we're gonna show y'all today. So let's continue. On the Triton, right here. On the Triton boat, right here, look, y'all. Pay attention to that. Numbers. On the Triton. It's numbers. Pay attention. On the Triton. 4088BU. 4088BU on the Triton. I don't play no games. Uh-oh, who that? Granddaddy? He said Granddaddy. Hold on, there go Granddaddy. They got Granddaddy with him, gang. There go Granddaddy. I said, damn. He said Granddaddy with him. They didn't want to show Granddaddy. They didn't want to show Granddaddy, y'all. Look how quick they moved from Granddaddy, y'all. Granddaddy.
camera.
Woo, they didn't want to show Granddaddy. Hold on, y'all.
Good morning, guys. It's 6:30. We just got my water. We're here at the horn. We're gonna pitch you again today.
Hey, look how they want to show Granddaddy.
It's slick on today. Really good. Tide's moving pretty well. I gotta be back at like 10 for school, so we're gonna see if we can't catch some waves and travel. You got Granddaddy with you?
Look,
You got Wyatt behind the
boom.
camera.
Hey, they want to show Granddaddy. They say, hell no, get it off Granddaddy. So this is what we're looking at. Hit the like button. We brought her. Double tap your screen. So now we getting through it. We're gonna show you they got Granddaddy. We know where that at too. I'm turning the audio off so that the song don't get no copyrights for the songs that are playing. And we gonna get straight to it. We gonna get straight to it. I'm finna show y'all some where they messed up at. As we all figure, I wish I was able to go horizontal and vertical so I could have had some people on the platform. But unfortunately, we rocking it like this because they playing with my my YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, so we know what we're looking at. There it is. Now look, on this side, look right there. So now we done looked at both sides of the boat and we seen this number, right? This is what we seen. I'm finna show y'all. I popped them again. Look at that. Look at that. That's what you see on the boat. So I'm finna show y'all right now that they played with you. that they tried to play with us, right? I'm gonna show you what they tried to play with us. Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it. Show you where they played at us. I'm finna skip you down. Watch it. Let me show you where they played with you at. They didn't put it past me though. They ain't put it past me though. So I made this for y'all to see for yourself. Well, Andrew, you took a picture. We downloaded that picture, right? So let me show y'all. This is a timeline. I don't want to show y'all everything until we get there. So, okay, hold on. It's one right here. Hold on. You talking. I'm going to show y'all right here. Right here.
Boat now, the water's getting up to the
Watch this.
where the boat may be
Show you where I popped them at. Right there.
to where you couldn't get it out. Right.
Watch this.
Pouring
Pop
out.
them.
So what happens after that?
Watch me pop them. We finna pop them. Right here, y'all. Hold on. There it is. There we popped them. There it is. There it is. Put a one in the chat if we just not popped them. There it is. The boat they got right here. What that say, gang? Hit the like button. We ain't got to play with these people. I told you they playing with y'all. That boat say Yamaha. That boat has no numbers on the front side. But that's supposed to be the boat, gang. But then on this boat, we got numbers. I told y'all. I told y'all. Look. So which one is it? Report your ass to the principal's office. Band-Aid gang, report they ass to the principal's office, gang. We beat you again. So, Angel, what are the pictures you just downloaded in? Let's show them to them in real time. We're going to show it to you in real time, gang. The ones we just downloaded. Right there. Boom. So let them know we ain't capping. Look, there is no numbers there at all. No numbers are there at all. It says what? Yamaha. No numbers. But this supposed to be the boat, gang. Zoom out, Angel, so these people know we ain't playing. So that supposed to go back. So look, y'all, that supposed to be the Triton that they own. The boat that's sinking. Put a one if y'all can hear me. There it is. There it is, right there, gang. Case closed. Case closed. Subscribe to my channel. That say Yamaha. That boat say Yamaha, gang. They keep making these mistakes, and I'm full throttle, 10 toes down on this case. And I showed y'all. I just showed y'all they was never on Horn Island when they made that phone call. I just showed y'all that. Look at that, gang. That say Yamaha. And I'm gonna show you the other picture. So this supposed to be the sinking boat that says Yamaha. The other side say the same thing. If you were just watching earlier, I showed both sides of the boat. Both sides of the boat had numbers on it. Both sides of the boat had numbers on it. There it is, y'all. So go back out, Angel. Let's go show you the other side. So now look. Now that's the side of the boat. Where that say Yamaha at? And when y'all go back and start looking, tell me where it say Yamaha at. That Yamaha boat didn't have nothing on it, gang. That Yamaha boat didn't have nothing. Hit the like button. What'd it say? Hit the like button. We got you, y'all. We got you. We got you. Go back. Boom. One more time. That boat got numbers on it. That's probably the real. Look, y'all. Look. That's the 488. That's the 488. We see that number there, right? So why did they try to do this though? Why did they try to do this, gang? That say Yamaha. That don't say 488. So what's going on, gang? What's going on? We got numbers here. And there go the same guy that supposed to be who? This is supposed to be, that supposed to be Warren. That supposed to be Warren. This boat say Yamaha on it though, gang. And this boat on the same side does not say Yamaha. And that other boat ain't got no numbers on it. Hit the like button, gang. We beat them. Bring them boys into that courtroom, bro. Bring them boys in there. I'm telling you, all of that stuff, like we seen the flags, all those flags, all that stuff was not there, gang. The pictures that they showing y'all with all them regular flags and some boats had no flags, we don't know what day that was or what side of the island, because now we know that Warren said his mama was on the other side of the island. Hit the like button. We ain't got to live like this. I ain't got to make up nothing. Please double tap my screen. Let's keep this video in the algorithms. Thank you. Wow, they've been lying. This break your case right here, gang. This break the case. Look at that. That's broke. That broke it. With this right here alone, why ain't nobody brought these boys in? Why ain't no detectives found this right here, gang? Tell us why ain't no detectives found that right there, gang. Tell me who's doing the investigation on this shit, gang. Because we just regular people on YouTube and we dedicated. Why ain't nobody else dedicated? Why ain't no officers dedicated to find this type of shit and bring these boys in, gang? I can't make this shit up. Then I'm gonna show you again that they wasn't there. I showed y'all that they wasn't there. Hold on, I showed y'all that they wasn't there. Then they tried to shit on you with this picture. They tried to disrespect Nolan with this picture. They put a black Lincoln right here. See, y'all paying attention to the sizes, because we know this was all Photoshop. We looked at their kneecap. We know that was Photoshop, but they was behind the scenes disrespecting. So what they put them black cars back there for? Was that his funeral? This was on his birthday. Why all of a sudden it's all black cars back there? Y'all disrespecting, saying it's his funeral? Y'all saying it's his funeral? Because you got a black Lincoln here, another black car there. So what y'all saying, y'all riding him off to his funeral? All of a sudden, look at that, another black car up here. So what y'all doing, disrespecting Nolan? And you had your attorney do it? Huh? Y'all got to, is that supposed to be his funeral, gang? See, that's the way I'm looking at shit. That's the way I'm looking at shit. I see through this shit. I know what they doing. I know the game they playing. I know the game they playing. Look how older Nolan looked than all of them. They look young as hell. And all of a sudden, Nolan looked the same age. Nolan looked the same age. Oh, look, way older and way bigger than Warren that's standing right next to him. Hit the like button, y'all. So they put the cars back there too, since we know they photoshopped this Photoshop. So purposely, y'all put black cars in the back. Like, so with that other car supposed to be the hearse that he was supposed to ride in? Because that looked like that wanted to be a hearse, Band-Aid gang. Put a one in the chat if y'all see that black car and that you kind of feel what I'm feeling on. Feel what I'm feeling, y'all. So y'all was trying to disrespect Nolan at the same time and say he going to his funeral, right? Because it's only black cars that go to the funerals like this, right, gang? So you put a hearse behind him? Stop playing with us. I love exposing people. So I'm going to show you another thing why I body rock their ass again. I'm about to body rock them again. Let me body rock them one more time. See, I know what you want. I know. This is what I've been on this case. I'm telling y'all, gang. Let me get out of here. Go back to my YouTube channel. Now, I showed y'all that, and I'm going to show you what else I showed y'all. To show y'all this is real shit. Watch this, gang. To show y'all, and I showed y'all that they don't pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Just the same boat. No water in the boat. Look at that. Look at that. They was already in Fort Bayou. Look, they faking that call was already in Fort Bayou, y'all. That's not Horn Island, gang. Look at that house. That's not Horn Island, gang. So they making a call, bro. Look at all that. You can already tell that's not Horn Island. Look at that. Look at all of that, gang. They not on Horn Island, bro. They faking this whole phone call with Cito, and they not even in Horn Island, bro. Look. They already made it to the bayou. Look, gang. Look. Look. Look at all that, gang. Look, they already made it. Look, hit the like button. I ain't got to live with you. I ain't got to live with you. I ain't got to live with y'all. I ain't got to talk to y'all tomorrow. I ain't got to talk to none of y'all tomorrow. Y'all believe me. Look, gang. Look at all that. Look at all them houses out there on that lake. See, they already at the crib. They played with you, gang. That's why they gave you another boat on that second picture. That's why on that other picture, Band-Aid gang. That's why on the other picture, they gave you that. They gave you a picture that said Yamaha on the side and made that boat look like it was way on the water. See? But look at this. Look at what we're looking at right here, Band-Aid gang. Look at all that what we're looking at here, gang. They already made it to Fort Bayou, gang. Stop playing with us. And they faking the call. See, this is where they messed up at. So let's continue. Look at that. Look. Look at that big, look at that. I said, damn. Look. Look at that. Now look, now we clearly see the numbers on this boat, look. Boom, right there. Y'all see the numbers on the boat? Look, right? Boom, here they come. Boom. There's the numbers on the boat. Stop playing with us. We don't see Yamaha right there. We don't see Yamaha right there, Band-Aid gang. We beat you. Chat. We don't see Yamaha right there. I'm exposing the whole game. We don't see Yamaha right there, gang. Look at that, gang. And Neil, I'm going to expose some more. Watch this. Look at that. That's not Horn Island. Look at the house. Look at that. Look at the house, gang. Look at the house, gang. Look at that other boat right there, gang. Look at that big ass yacht. Look at that, gang. Look at that house, gang. But they faking the call? Okay, let's go. Look, gang. So I clear it up in ChatGPT. That part. Look, y'all. They ain't on Horn Island, gang. They already on the fort. Look, bingo. I had ChatGPT clear it up for y'all. I said, damn, hit the like button. I told you we beat them, gang. We beat them a long time ago, gang. There it is, in clear view. Them niggas was already in Fort Bayou. Hit the like button. I told y'all. Them niggas wasn't on Horn Island. They wasn't on Horn Island, gang. That's why they gave you the other boat that said Yamaha, because it was pushed off so you wouldn't be able to see this. Hit the like button, bro. I told you I do this shit. I told y'all I do this shit, gang. Hit the like button. Y'all found out the truth right here on this channel. That's why I don't cook every day. I do it every other day. I don't want these people on to me. Look, gang. There it is. They was never on Horn Island making that phone call to Cito, gang. There it is. They never was on Horn Island when they made the Cito call. They already was in Fort Bayou, faking. There is 3 other boats allegedly that is not tracked that Nolan Body could have been on. Not this boat. So I believe when that boat stopped for that little 30 minutes, they said the boat stopped for 30 minutes, like they rode off the island for about a quarter of a mile. Y'all remember Warren said that. And the boat got to running. That's when he said that Wyatt jumped in the water. Yeah, he jumped in the water to move Nolan's body to the next boat, man. Hit the like button. But all along, y'all tracking this boat right here. Nolan gone on another boat. Nolan gone on another boat. That's why they trying to hide who was on the Palm Beach. That's why they did it, gang. When the boat stopped for a minute, that's when they moved Nolan's body off that boat and put it on the other boat. And then they kept track. They wanted to make the circle call and give a location on this boat so we could just pay attention to this boat. But Nolan on another boat, gang. That's why everybody disappeared. That's why Trayston disappeared. That's why Morgan's on another boat. Exactly. Thank y'all. If you just came in, please double tap the screen. So I'm going to show y'all again. Let's do it in real time again. Look up here. They tried to fool you with this. They tried to fool us when they put out this new shit. That's cap. That's cap. This is not a Triton. They trying to make this seem, who is this? We would say that this could be who? Jax? Who is this? Well, who the fuck is this then? And who the fuck is this? Y'all don't know who these people is, gang. Y'all don't know who these people is. Y'all don't know who them people is. But I'm gonna tell you how they try to fool you though.
How does he posted
Look.
that clip?
That clip. He said he posted that clip. Look at all of this back here. Because they already on land, bro. He said he posted that clip. Look at all that. They on land, gang. They up in Fort Bayou. They up at the crib already. But they want us to think this is 4:30 where they making a Cito call. Look at the direction the boat is going. They want you to believe that they making the phone call on Horn Island. Thank you, gang. I appreciate that, Unique. They want you to believe they making the phone call on Horn Island. So they fucked up and put me on the case. Look, gang. Boom. Look, gang. Look, gang. Look at all that, gang. We got 82 likes. Let's run it up. The Cash App is pinned. Now look. Now you're faking the funk, and you on a phone call, and you lied again, and Officer Tatum putting this shit right up here to distract you so you don't pay attention when his punk ass Knights of Columbus. He's a Knight of Columbus. So he's down with the shit. He's down with Cox, Taylor Cox, who is related to Robbie Cox, who's a third degree Knights of Columbus, and the Knights of Columbus is located in Ocean Springs. And we know about them cases that they got with child molestation, playing with boys. Hit the like button. See, them folks think, come on, gang, I ain't playing when I do this shit. Look, y'all, no water in that goddamn boat. Ain't no water in that boat. You said the boat was flooding.
Just posted that clip.
I will, gang. That's why I don't go on. Ain't no water in that boat, gang. Ain't no water in that boat. Ain't no water in that boat. Thank you, gang. Thank you for the gift. Ain't no water in that boat, gang. And then, look. I'm finna do them all type of ways. I told y'all. Boom. Look at that. Look at all that, gang. That's not Hawaiian Island. That's Fort Bayou. That's Fort Bayou. Look. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that back there. Look at all that land. Look at all them yachts at Fort Bayou. They're at Fort Bayou. And there go a boat right here. Look at this boat. There go the house. Boom. So I zoom in, look. There go the yacht. There go the house. Now look, y'all. So I clear it up. I say, let me take this ChatGPT. I need you to do me a favor. What you want me to do, Doug? I want you to clear this picture up for me, ChatGPT. And boom, and ChatGPT showed me that, look where they at, gang. I said, damn. These people, look at Tate. Look at the mayor. The mayor had to announce somebody to, look, deal with the Knights of Columbus. I said, damn, y'all all looking in the wrong places. It's more than one group, but they all Knights. Hit the like button, y'all. The governor. He not a Knights of Columbus, but he hiding that he is. But we know the mayor is a Knights of Columbus. We know that Bobby Cox is a third degree Knights of Columbus. And they have multiple cases of molesting boys. Hit the like button. So what did Nolan find? September Virgo said that allegedly Warren was drugging a lot of them little girls, and filming them and bribing them. Hit the like button. Filming them little girls and bribing them. Yeah, that's word on the streets. That September Virgo put that out. He had dirt on them little girls. Dirt on the parents. Dirt. See, all these boys ain't doing nothing but trapping. They trapping, gang. They trapping. They are, them girls that you see, they're trafficking to other adults. And see, Nancy Grace put that on the front line, which, see, Nancy Grace had knew. I'm going to show you how Nancy Grace had knew. Let me keep cooking. I'm just going everywhere, y'all, but I'm going to show you how Nancy Grace knew what was going on. But she kept it G. Because, see, Nancy Grace was thinking like me. Let me show you what Nancy Grace told the attorney. Let me show you what Nancy Grace told them attorneys, gang. I can't make this shit up. Nancy Grace was on them. And it was sad to hear her say it. Because she asked him, look, watch this. Let's get to it. That Nancy Grace said, boy, Nancy barbecued their ass.
Know your clients were gone at 4:30-ish.
Yes.
Have these witnesses been questioned by law enforcement?
The video that you're showing now, does anyone look like, and look, there's the boy that's on the CETO call right there.
So, attorney, you're going to lose. You know why this attorney fucked up? Because he's saying that this video is golden. But we see in the back why Officer Tatum put all of this there so he could manipulate y'all from paying attention to the shoreline that they was in Fort Bayou. Hit the like button, y'all. Officer Tatum know why he put all of this stuff in the background. Okay? They got to answer to this. And then they got to go back, remind you, this is what they got to answer to, right? He trying to hide that they already in Fort Bayou, but on the photos, what a picture of, baby? Back at the photos. So I'm gonna go back because I gotta give y'all this information like this, y'all. I'm sorry. So, but on our photos, we indicating over here that that's not the same boat. See, the background is gone. Look, y'all. The background is gone. Ain't nothing there. That's supposed to be the boat. And where's the numbers at, y'all? That boat say Yamaha on it. So the attorney got an answer to this, gang. Tell us why, attorney, you answering them questions on TV. You answering them questions. This supposed to be the boat, but this boat say Yamaha on it. But this boat on that same side got them numbers. We got you, y'all. How you gonna answer to this in the courtroom, gang? How they gonna all these high-ranked people sitting here covering this shit up? How are they gonna look when if there's an attorney as good as me, but I'm not an attorney, that brings this photo up and says, okay, sir, we got two different photos. We got this photo here that says Yamaha that y'all put out, and then we have this photo that doesn't say Yamaha. Can you please answer that for us when the when the prosecution come for your ass? Tell us what's gonna happen in the prosecution. Answer that question. Huh? They have exposed themselves so bad, they might as well still, we want justice for Nolan, but they might just say, fuck it, man, let the boys walk. Because they don't want this cover up to be, that is a sex trafficking goddamn golf. You think they want to fuck up their money? You think they want to take that loss for all the major people that are involved in this trafficking ring to go down? I can't make this shit up. I can't make this, exactly, that's not the same boat. Exactly, gang. There it is. But they want us to believe that this is the flooding boat. And they didn't switch people. See, who are these people then if this ain't the same boat, gang? So is this Nolan and they made him black? What's going on? Is this Nolan and they tried to make him look like a white boy with an afro? So who is this then? And now we confused. What's that laying on the floor? What's going on over here, gang? So who is this that made Nolan look? Because he said Nolan was cradling a girl named Katie. So was Nolan on the boat then, and a couple of minutes later, they did him all type of ways? So did the flight happen somewhere where they said maybe earlier, and they swapped the boat? I said, damn. Did this happen on their way to Horn Island, or did this happen when they just left Horn Island and they unalived them and came right back, or went to another side of the island? And revamped, came back, and then made the phone call. Are y'all tracking what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat. Was this Nolan and they made him look white? What is that? What is that? Why is his hands on his mouth like, oh my God, look at him bleeding on the ground. Why is his hand like that, gang? What's going on, gang? What's up with all this witchcraft? What's up with all this witchcraft? They trying to, well, why he got his hands over his mouth looking like that? Who is that supposed to be now? The guy with the mullet. Then you go over here. You see this long ass leg hanging out, but you know that ain't his leg, because his leg wouldn't be that long, stretched out like that, and the way his body's sitting, that leg look different. What's going on, gang? Did ChatGPT not do it the way y'all wanted it to do it? Did ChatGPT do it the way y'all didn't want it to be done? And it just halfway did it, and y'all was like, fuck it, keep it like that. They gonna let us go anyway. Keep it like that. I got faith in my mama. I got faith in my mama. Because she a judge. I got faith she gonna get us out of this. This the best we can do. Is this the best you can do? Because it's Yamaha on that boat, gang. That's what we seeing. Y'all gonna have to answer to this. Look, gang. Come on, gang. You gotta answer to this. You gotta answer to my game. Why don't say Yamaha right there, gang? You got to answer to us. It don't say Yamaha right there. So let's continue. So we know we got two different pictures right here. We know it's two different pictures. We know it is. Look, Yamaha. Numbers. That's enough. We beat you. Band-Aid game. We beat these people. So now let's get straight to the show. Sorry about that, y'all. Just have to, you can't feed a baby steak. So let's go ahead and rock a show. Let's get straight to the meat and potatoes. So I'm gonna show you, they trafficking, gang. This is just a trafficking organization of people that's trafficking, and they don't want they whole money scene to get exposed. But we exposing it tonight. So let's get on down to it.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna track you.
You left out that part. Come back.
I told you they're gonna trade on Trayston. Let's go.
At this point, why would you?
Thank you for the golden coin.
Line in the sand and chose a side.
I told you, Trayston, they gonna turn on
I don't know
you.
what side you choose.
You got too much melanin in your
But
skin.
ain't no way. Ain't no way.
They selling the boat.
For anybody hiding behind the word.
Now this the mama. I don't trust the mama. We already been through this part.
It took them at least 15 minutes to bring me the phone. By this time, the boys start riot, start getting jazzy at the mouth. So my son, I know like, hey, you better watch your tone. Like,
We need to know what this mama do. Cause she wanna be seen, she wanna look cute. This is not a cute matter. So we wanna know, cause you look different than you looked when you was on the interview at first. Who is this girl? What's going on? Cause the other lady looked different than her. The other lady looked a lot lighter. What's going on, gang? I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. What is her occupation? I believe this lady can get paid off. Let's go.
smart, my mama.
Right.
Because we're trying to see what numbers, because we're trying to figure out why y'all see y'all ass up here chilling and no reason. So that's why I asked
We don't want to see all these pictures of you. We don't want to see all these pictures of you while you talking about Nolan. You got all your little pictures coming up. We don't want to see these pictures of you. We want to know what Nolan at, gang.
Yeah, I said, oh, she was saying go back to home. I'll be drunk outside. Now, mind you, we had to pass all the cars to walk in the house. It's just too much. Like, it's a bunch of lies. I don't feel the need to, like I said, when they go to the mission of Javon.
No, when they subpoena you to court, you need to been up here doing all this talking because you got lips explaining when your son told you he went and picked up his phone. When did your son and what time did he go pick up that phone? Because all of those interviews that Warren sold, he never stopped and paused and said he waited and he had to go give Javon his phone back. Hit the like button. Let's go.
Behind my every single time. As far as me and that industry, I don't feel the need to explain anything to any of y'all.
Why you ain't got to explain it when you explain it now, though? If you don't got nothing to explain, you're not going to be on social media explaining shit. But you explaining, though. You explaining to us, but you ain't got to get on social media and explain nobody's shit. What you don't want to explain is the part at when your son came back to pick up his phone from Warren now. No, his mama, Javon. Javon was supposed to have left his phone on the boat. That's what Warren said. He said Javon left his phone on the boat too. So Javon, why is you up here telling a story saying that it don't make no sense that Nolan would leave his phone, but you left your phone? And why you didn't say that you left your phone in that interview? Like, I had left mine too, but I picked mine up. See, this stuff that real people, like my chat and my followers, want to know. While you explaining that story, why don't you tell your slip up to make it look better? Like, man, yeah, I had left my phone, but I had picked it up too. But I know Nolan wouldn't wham, right? That's what real people looking for, gang. Exactly. It's not just Mississippi. It's the whole U.S. You're absolutely right. Let's go. So we already discussed that. We already seen the satanic party that they was gonna go to. Hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, right there. Mm-hmm. They think they from this goddamn solar. Let's go.
Get him, girl. Oh, imagine that.
Earlier in this panel.
So, who was driving the driver of the boat?
Well, Wyatt was driving the Triton. The tide line was driven by Bart. And then,
Wyatt was driving the Titan. Let's track. Watch this.
Driver of the boat.
Well, Wyatt was driving the Triton.
Mm-hmm.
The tide line was driven by Bart. And then,
So the Bart was driving the tide line. Now listen to this.
who the three were driving to Palm Beach. I'm not sure.
So he don't know the three that was driving to Palm Beach. So 3 people driving to Palm Beach. So all of them people that y'all had with y'all, it was just 3 people on the Palm Beach. Make it make sense. Who is on the Palm Beach? Who's on the Palm Beach? Let's go.
What about the Mac Daddy?
What about the Mac Daddy?
Morgan's been admitted to saying he was on the Palm Beach, motherfucker.
So Morgan's on the Palm Beach. So who? Morgan says he's on the Palm Beach. We just beat him, y'all. Morgan, remember, Morgan was supposed to come over there with who, y'all? And left early. Who he come over there with, if anybody know? I tell you. Her name was Katie Hudson Seymour. Who is Katie Hudson Seymour? Warren's mama. So Warren's mama hopped on the Palm Beach because remember, Warren said his boat was tied up already and they had put ice on his boat. So now we know. And all of a sudden he said he hopped on the boat with Bart, but they went and put ice in the Palm Beach then before he ran to McDonald's, he said. So he said his boat was already hooked up to the what, y'all? To his truck. Hit the like button if I'm telling you, if y'all remember that. So the Palm Beach is the boat that Warren's mama came over there with Morgan. Morgan was with the mama. Hit the like button. We ain't got to play like this. And the mama said she came over there all the way to Horn Island for 10 minutes just to take a picture. Or was she filming everything? Hit the like button. There it is. There it is. Morgan's mama, which is, because I know y'all know that Morgan and Warren are brothers. Morgan's last name is Seymour. That's the other son. And the lawyer, but they hide in the fact, have y'all paid attention that they hide in the fact that Morgan and Warren are brothers, gang. See how they playing with the names? So Morgan came over there with the mama, Katie Hudson Seymour. Morgan's last name is what? Seymour. The lawyer is representing Morgan, Jax, and Warren. Why would the lawyer need to represent Morgan? Why would the lawyer need to represent Morgan? Because it's going to come, we're going to soon find out that Palm Beach that they trying to hide, the mama was on that Palm Beach. And she said she came to the island for 10 minutes, gang. What mama come to an island for 10 minutes? But then Warren lied and said she was on the south end of the beach. And he tried to call her. First lie he said he tried to call his mom and everything was fine. Then he turned around and did another lie and said, I tried to call my mama 8 times and she didn't answer the phone. Which one is it, gang? We doing them all type of ways tonight. Carter is the other brother. But see, that Carter, Morgan, and Warren are brothers, gang. They brothers. But why are they on these panels not saying they brothers? Y'all see the trickery? Y'all seeing the trickery? So the mama was on the Palm Beach, and the lawyer sat right up here and lied and said, I don't even know who was on the Palm Beach. Morgan was with his mama, because Morgan came up there, and they already admitted that Morgan came up there with the mama, gang. But the attorney don't want to say that. So I'm going to go back to this. I'm just going to cook with y'all tonight. It might be a sloppy lie, but I ain't got my shit set up the way I want to set it up because they be playing with my channel. So anyway, let's go back to what Nancy said. I'm gonna show you. Nancy noticed this is a sex trafficking ring. I'm gonna show you how Nancy know that this is a sex trafficking ring. I'm gonna show y'all. I pay attention to everything. No bullshit.
On the boat of something happening to Nolan, I cannot state clearly enough, Nolan was not
Look at
on
the back.
the boat when it departed around 4:30. Look, the video that you're showing now,
Look.
does anyone look like...
Yeah, we looking in the back and can tell that they in Fort Bayou already.
Cito call right there. Does anyone look like there's a body?
Thank
on
you,
the boat
Kevin.
Or something had just happened? Look, Nancy, you were a prosecutor. for
Them
a
people
long time.
already in Fort Bayou, gang. We exposed that already. So let's go.
Have a story.
Look at the background. That's why.
Is untrue. Don't you
That's why this dope fiend, damn Tatum put all this up there so y'all wouldn't pay attention to that background. Let's go.
think that after all this time, somebody would have snitched? That somebody wouldn't be able to keep their story straight?
You can't.
Look, these boys are
Typically,
telling
yes.
the truth.
Watch this.
Typically, you're absolutely right. That's why I usually don't believe in conspiracies, because nobody can keep their yap shut. Somebody blabs.
And Nancy, now I'll say something about the Cito call. I have heard a lot of versions of the Cito call. And most of them are either completely fake or AI or doctored.
Look,
And unfortunately,
how a Cito called us AI or doctor. See, now you're trying to clean it up. You heard a lot about the Cito call. Let's see what you're talking about, gang. We got to track him.
You're absolutely right. That's why I usually don't believe in conspiracies, because nobody can keep their yap shut.
Look at Seymour.
Somebody blabs.
and Nancy, now I'll say something about the
You
Cito
shouldn't have
call.
said nothing.
I have heard a lot of versions of the Cito call.
Uh-oh.
And most of them are either completely fake or AI or doctored. And unfortunately, for folks that are doing that, that may become the subject of one or more lawsuits.
Shut up, Igor.
It appears that there are hundreds of versions of the Cito call all over the internet, everywhere online.
Watch what she say.
So now, yes, I'm glad.
I'm going to get to it.
And Nancy, you
Well,
can
Nancy-
try in this case.
She know this is a sex trafficking case. Watch.
Hey, you're asking legitimate investigate commit a crime.
I'm going to show you what she know is.
We
And I'm
didn't do that
saying,
to ourselves.
when was the video
What?
taken?
Watch.
Well, no, I'm telling
I'm
you.
going to show y'all she know that they sex
No,
trafficking.
it
Watch.
Sounds like you are.
Corroborate
That's
that
not-
video.
I'm going to get to it.
Okay, let me ask
Well,
you
we
something
didn't-
else.
Yeah,
Look.
we didn't show
You
you. We
say
didn't show you
that your
that.
client
When they show the body, watch this.
at Hornite.
This going to blow y'all mind. Nancy a beast. Watch this.
Witness or no witness.
Nancy a cold piece of work.
Fourth.
Watch
Nancy,
this.
More than clear.
And the seat, whether it's your client or somebody else, and I want to find
That's the reason. Listen, the reason why she asked him, she already know him. Who put you on this case? That's what she said. She said, if you don't tell me, I'll find out. He said, okay, well, I'll tell you. It's a good friend who knows the whole community of Ocean Springs. Who would that be that knows the whole community of Ocean Springs? Robert Bobby Cox, which is the mayor of Ocean Springs, which is a Knight of Columbus, and they got multiple child molestation charges and funding orphans that were sex trafficked, but they got multiple child molestation charges against them. They said it was 100 boys that filed a case on them in 2025, and they settled out for $5 million. For $5 million. And Look, Tyler Cox allegedly may be related to the governor. Both of their last name, the mayor, both of their last names is Cox. So let's put it in.
That person that saw
Yes.
us, you say 6 o'clock, who are they? Make yourselves known.
Watch this.
More than 30 days.
I'm
They
gonna
were,
get to it.
So they went out on Tatum to exonerate themselves.
See, she knows that Trump has something to do with the Epstein files, right? She knows about the Epstein files. She know about this man. She knows about him. So I'm gonna show y'all allegedly. Now I'm gonna use the word allegedly. Now watch.
That could go either.
Do podcast 6 a lot.
Let me get to it.
Typically, no.
And
Let me show you. Pay
this
attention.
tragedy.
But I do want the right person. If there is a right person, is what can I put? Well, that
I'm gonna get y'all to
I
it.
think they are. I don't think.
one way,
Well-
or to get that phone.
Well,
I know where my twins are very hell as it progresses along. Not hard, easy. And I find that probative because do you have to
Say it. It's like bank.
guys, Nancy Grace here, if $100 American Consumer Act having the boat searched by law to lift the island on. Gentlemen, I appreciate you coming on.
Hold on, let me get it. Must be back a little bit. Yeah, it's back. Hold on, y'all. Here it is.
Ahead.
Here it is. Watch. There it is. Here it come. Right here. Look.
So has
Where did they
those.
see him? Tyler Cox. Where did the witnesses see them? Do they know him well enough to make a positive
Watch this.
There are 2 or 3 women, white females, walking along the beach, as I recall,
Look.
each clad in a bikini. There is one, I believe, a white male and one black male walking with them. That, can you...
Look, they try to make Nolan look dark-skinned. We know that ain't Nolan.
For instance, did your witnesses know Nolan? Can't...
If it was Nolan, why wouldn't they want to uncover their faces so we could see it was Nolan? That would have been the golden egg if we could see this was Nolan. Nolan didn't have no thing like this hanging from his shirt. Nolan didn't have no white thing like that. He had some red beads on the fake picture y'all showed. The fake picture y'all showed of Nolan had red beads. What's that? And they saying these are the witnesses that they have that knows that Nolan that was with Nolan. Now let's continue.
they identify him? Because I'm looking right at this and I cannot identify if the male behind the female on the white, the female wearing a white.
All you gotta do is look at that chain on his
I can't
neck and you
if
can
that's
tell.
Nolan or not. It's a very blurry photo. I can't make it out. So, do your witnesses,
So they hide, this is how you know it's Photoshop. They hide all the real flags that's up there with the what? The skull and bones on them. They hide all the Confederate flags. They want to make it real cool, but there's really a damn Confederate party. So let's go, gang.
let me see my guest, please. Mr. Paltzik, Mr. Cox, I know the 2 of you. I don't see both of them. There they are. The 2 of you have tried a lot of cases, as have I.
Listen to her.
To get in or attack an eyewitness, the code, the official code of Mississippi annotated. There are prescribed methods under which you cross-examine an eyewitness. For instance, does the witness know the target? Was the lighting sufficient? How far away was the witness? What were the conditions of the eyewitness identification? Was the eyewitness inebriated or high or otherwise incapacitated? How far away were they? Do they wear glasses? It goes on and on and on. It's laid out in the code. Tell me about these witnesses. How do they know it was Nolan? Hey, control room, show me that picture of Nolan on the boat. He's bent over. All I can see are his legs and his behind. The only reason I think that's Nolan is because it matches his swimsuit. Did they see that? How can they identify Nolan? First to you, Tyler.
Yep, she does. She does.
Well,
Too hard to handle. You right.
The witnesses-
Watch this. Watch the cover up. She know.
Oh, there's Nolan Wells.
Lynn Wells, your experience and be on the boat. Somebody. When was a good Ocean Spring?
Running from Miss Congeniality. Let's just let it be noted that came forward. Here's something that would tend or that they're not. Do the witness?
She knows it's sex trafficking. Why?
Reports an inflammatory sector. Why his neck? I understand why the medical examiner.
And one thing she don't want to say about his neck is this, y'all. The reason why Nolan has the red spot in the back of his neck, gang. Remember, Nolan had a little mini fro, right? So the back of his neck, and Lord bless Nolan. Reason why they took out his throat is because they hung him. They hung him, gang. And the back of his neck, imagine if you're hanging. The back of the rope, your neck is going to be sitting up there. And the back of that noose was on the back of Nolan's neck. That's why it's red. And that's why they took the throat. Because they hung him, gang. Allegedly. They hung him. Forget the wrestling move. He was hung. That's why they took the throat. And the back of the neck is red. Because imagine if you drop down and you hanging, where that rope going to be at? At the back of your neck. They hung him, gang. When you're hanging down and you're hanging, that back of that noose is going to be sitting up at the back part of your neck. That's why it was red. And the reason they took his throat, because they hung him, gang. And they took part of his brain because it would have showed the pressure in his brain. Hit the like button, y'all. They hung that boy. They hung that boy at a damn rally. And Nolan probably knew this about this sex trafficking ring. Nolan seen something that he wasn't supposed to see, or Nolan had enough. Let's go. They had to hang him.
They had to run tests on them to determine.
Now watch this.
On the throat.
Let's get to it. I'm sorry, y'all have. Listen to this story.
Yeah, we don't want to speculate.
Let me start with an open-ended question to you gentlemen. I started with, why haven't they taken a polygraph? One or two, Tyler, do you know the answer to it?
Start texting, Snapchat case, obviously.
Or didn't? Tyler, you stayed
Maybe even for 6 minutes.
first said, I don't know her, we don't know.
Thank you for the new subscribers.
And impugn perjury on no one.
They didn't say that. There's no contradiction. I can just tell you this. On the island when they left, I don't know if there are really no, and it was broad, the whole thing starts. I'm telling you, there's nowhere to, but even don't go to the island.
What you're saying, gathering of in the water.
I want to add that we have been very careful. We have refrained from speculation. The boats.
Nowhere to hide. There, anyway. Guys, let me move to the boat. In so many cases that I prosecuted.
Listen.
And covered and investigated, you see defendants, targets, trying to get rid of evidence.
Uh-oh.
You see them cleaning the boat. You see them washing it down. You see them trying all sorts of methods to get rid of evidence. It's interesting to me and somewhat probative that your clients have offered the boat up to law enforcement to come and search it. I'm curious, has the boat not just been searched with the naked eye? Has luminol been used on the boat? Has alternative light sources been used on the boat? Has a cadaver dog come to the boat? Has a scent dog come to the boat? To your knowledge, either one of them.
Look,
to my knowledge, Nancy, I do not believe that has happened. But again, my 3 clients,
what?
Neither one of them, none of them.
You don't believe it?
So if it has, you would have to ask the owners.
Now look.
Tyler, do I look like I just fell off the turnip truck? Maybe I do.
Let's go, y'all.
Because we did sell
We
turnips
cooking.
at the farmer's market when I was growing up. That said, you telling me my clients don't own the boat, so you'd have to ask the owner. Come on, you and Paul know if the boat has been searched. You know if cadaver dogs
Exactly.
or dogs, luminol or alternative
Because they're
light
part
is
of
used
it.
on the boat. Can you just tell me? Yes, no. It's not your client's fault. It's law enforcement's fault if they haven't done it.
Look.
Authorities thought there was something to find
Look.
on that boat. Don't you think this far out they would have already done it?
I would think in the ordinary course of an investigation into potential foul play, I would have gone out there and done it. Just
As if you believe there was potential foul play.
Just to say, I searched it and it was clean. I didn't find
Well,
any
Nancy,
blood.
Well, Nancy,
Could I
you're
have
asking
gone
a
to
valid.
it?
Hold on, you're asking a valid question. You're just asking the wrong people. That's a question.
What? You're
for
the
law
attorney.
enforcement.
What? Now watch
To
this.
your knowledge, has it been searched? Have you been told by anyone that it was searched?
I don't have any involvement in the law enforcement. I don't have any involvement in the investigation.
I'm
We're
gonna take
conducting
that
our
as
own
a no.
investigation.
They're conducting their own investigation. I
Conducting our
said
own
them.
investigation.
Watch this, y'all.
Attention homeowners, Nancy Gray, title,
Can't find it.
you heard the original CETO call from Mrs. Enhance It, but I want to hear,
Can enhance it or sweep attributable. He posted it. Any sort of 430. Look like there's a
absolutely right. That's why I usually don't believe in conspiracies, because nobody can keep their yap shut. Somebody black.
Take or A options. No.
Is there a timestamp? Was that taken? Where was it taken? What time was it taken? Curious. Is the timestamp?
Nancy
Well, and there's
trying this case.
I'm gonna tell you this. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what she
When
said.
here's the vote.
I'm gonna tell you what
that
she
day, and
said.
It's not on it. That may very
I'm gonna name them. We didn't make the video. Go ahead.
know of witness by the fact true, because I know your clients were gone at 4:30-ish.
Yes.
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes. Yes. And I'll tell you another thing. And up to his covered.
Well, vote. But all that, the overarching issue is, was he alive at 6 for the truth?
And then fourth.
Your clients are in the clear, as
Yeah,
far as I'm
and
They
Nancy-
concerned.
are in the clear.
And
I-
the CETO, I can't help, they're whether it was your clients or somebody,
Yes.
Make themselves public. People making threats.
I see what you're saying. I get it.
And then national platforms of
Getting to it, y'all. Give me one
Killers go
second.
out in the front of it and make all sorts
Of humility. Actions.
I'm gonna tell you what she said. If I can't find it.
If I thought I had convicted the wrong person, I couldn't live with myself.
Son.
I personally investigated every case I ever tried and put before a jury. I do not want the wrong person to believe you, and I want to believe your clients. But for me, everything is, what can I prove? What can I prove? They say so what? Prove it to me.
that confirm how they gonna get it if they don't give it to them.
Warrant? Subpoena Dukas ticket?
Well, Nancy Grace said, I'm gonna get to my commentary. I'm gonna tell you exactly what she said. And it was hard feeling and it was sad. She said she had a case, okay? She was fighting a case. She said she was fighting a case. And the officers that was on the case with her, it was a young girl. And when they saw the case, they actually kicked in the door. It was a sex trafficking ring. And the girl was 14 years old, but she looked like she was 30 years old. 30 years old. And she said it was sad because the officers that was helping her along with this case was involved in it as well. And later she found out. But when she said that on this clip, I just couldn't find it. She directed it to these guys, letting them know, I know this is a sex trafficking case. I know this is trafficking. I know it's trafficking. But we're going to get to it. Let's go.
Driving the Triton, the tide line was driven far, and then don't know who the three were driving to Palm Beach.
Morgan, his mom and them.
What about the Mac Daddy? Because Morgan's been admitted to saying he was on the Palm Beach, motherfucker.
That person.
Y'all hear that? Morgan had admitted that he was on the Palm Beach, so that makes his mama being on the Palm Beach. The Mac Daddy boat, which is the boat that had all the girls on it that Tristan was talking about, and his uncle, his alleged uncle, just needed him to go out there and help him pick up some stuff and come right back. Come on, gang. What you going on the boat to pick up something from Horn Island and come right back, gang? Or was you just dropping off them girls?
His information was sent to me by another lawyer. I think I guess maybe his lawyer, and I spoke to him, and so the Mac Daddy just came into play, but I spoke to the owner of that boat. The Mac Daddy boat was actually, it had someone that was involved in the fight, where the guy.
So the Mac Daddy boat we see now, the person that was involved in the fight was Trayston. But also, Warren Brother was involved in the fight. Notice that Warren Brother Carter has disappeared. So Carter might have been on the boat with who? The mama. Because Carter has disappeared. Where's Carter at? So Carter went back on the Palm Beach with the mama. So the mama must have came out there and picked up her son. With Morgan. So the mama on the Palm Beach.
In the arm bar? Went out to defend Trayston. Nolan wasn't involved with that.
How do you know?
That fight involved Carter and Trayston versus.
Exactly, too hard to handle.
Where's that other person?
Was on the Mac Daddy boat.
Who are they?
There's this viral picture going around that shows somebody in a blue bathing suit bent over, and people are attributing that to Nolan. That wasn't Nolan.
No, we don't think it's Nolan in that picture.
Was on the Mac Daddy
Exactly.
boat. And that person has already gone and talked to investigators. The person who was bent down and bent over.
Look, this piece of shit lawyer is a racist, and it's very evident.
Exactly.
If you was to put up a whiteboard and start drawing out all the people affiliated to him, who likes him, and do the wormhole work.
Now look at my timeline. Just so y'all know. I got all of that. All of this right here that's not red, I got a hell of a show. So I'm going to chop you. I'm going to make it short. I'm going to make this a short one tonight. I'm going to make this a short one. But I'm going to show y'all what I have exposed. For tonight, we're going to leave y'all with. But I'm going to say something that's going to tip y'all off about a little bit about what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So I'm on top of this game like a scoreboard. Now check this out, gang. I'm going to make something else make sense in good words for you. I want y'all to remember. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you one piece. I'm going to show you one piece. Look at all this I got to show y'all. So I'm going to give you one piece. One piece. Right here.
Calls them because the cell service isn't great at the island, but once you can use your phone, but stuff might not descend, and it's not great. You got maybe one bar, it won't work that well. But once you get a little off the island,
listen what he say.
You have cell coverage, and even on the island, like I called my mom when we were on the island. It was fine. Like if you want to.
What did he say? He said he what? He said he called his mama what on the island? He said he did what, y'all?
Because the cell service isn't great at the island, but once you can use your phone, but stuff might not descend, and it's not great. You got maybe.
I set him up. Look.
It won't work that well. But once you get a little off the island, you have cell coverage, and even on the island, like I called my mom when we were on the island. It was fine.
It was fine.
You could, if you want to sit there, if you're motivated enough to do it, yeah. Like I made a phone call to my mom, and I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up because either her service was bad, she was on the back.
Wait a minute.
I made a phone call to my mom.
Wait a minute.
A little off the island, you have cell coverage, and even on the island, like I called my mom when we were on the island. It was fine. Like if you want to sit there, if you're motivated enough to do it, yeah. Like I made a phone call to my mom, and I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up because either her service was bad, she was on the back.
Wait a minute.
But once you get a little off the island, you have cell coverage, and even on the island, like I called my mom when we were on the island. It was fine. Like
it was fine.
If you want to sit there, if you're motivated enough to do it, yeah. Like I made a phone call to my mom, and I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up because either her service was bad, she was on the back side of the aisle on the south side.
I told you I got a headbanger for y'all, so we got work to do, Band-Aid Gang. You just said, bro, that everything was fine when you called your mama, and then you turn around and you say you called her 8 times. Now here's the thing. Dang, gang, I want to rock with y'all tonight, but I'm going to save it because I know I'm going to get more intel that's going to go on top of this, so it's all going to work together, because look at all the shit we got to cover. Look at all this shit we got. Look at all this shit we got to cover, gang. Look at all this shit. Gang, we got so much to cover, Band-Aid Gang. So I'm gonna do them all type of ways like this, y'all. I'm gonna say this. Remember when Morgan fucked up, right? Morgan really fucked up. And he said, this gonna blow your mind. He said, when they came over to the house, now Warren, for one, wasn't supposed to be there, but Morgan gave it up. Morgan said, well, some guys called the house and that I knew from school, and they was asking where Nolan was and stuff, and I handed the phone to Warren, and Warren lifted his hands up like, motherfucker, I ain't even supposed to be at the house. That's where he fucked up. I'm gonna show y'all that. It's gonna be funny. So when he say that, now notice, they never really left the house. So here's the thing. So they said after they gave the phone up to the guys, it was around, he said about 12-ish, 1 o'clock. So he said, so now remember, they got the phone. Now they didn't took off because they was asking where Wyatt live at. Now remember, Wyatt is with them. Wyatt is with them because Javon mama said she was talking to Wyatt, and 15 minutes later she got the phone. So that places Wyatt with them. So all of a sudden, Morgan says, so after that, I was in the car with Wyatt. He didn't mention Jax and Warren. He said he was just in the car with Wyatt. And then he said, so when they got the phone, I was in the car with Wyatt. He said, one of our other friends, this is what he said. One of our other friends took the phone, was able to see where they was going. He said, one of our other friends, so that places what? Warren in the car with them. So they not letting you know they finna leave. They finna move. They finna go move their body. They finna go back to Horn Island. Because, check this out, and guess who else was with them? Jax. It was Jax, Wyatt, Morgan, and Warren. Because Morgan said when they was on their way to Wyatt's house, one of their friends, which he didn't want to say, which was Warren, was tracking the phone and could tell that they was on their way to where? On their way to whose house, y'all? On their way to Wyatt's house. So what does that make them, gang? What does that make? That makes them, and why would they call the police and not go with them on their way over there, gang? Answer me that. If all of that is going on, Band-Aid Gang, if they're on their way going to my mama and them house, why would they call the police? Why would they call the police? Why wouldn't they go with them? Before you go over my mama house, I'm finna go with y'all over there. Why didn't they go? And put this back on. Why didn't they go with them over there? Why did they just let them dudes go over there to their mama house and not go? Because you know why? Because that's when they spent off. That's when they spent off. That's when they went to go get rid of the evidence. That's when they went back to Horn Island, y'all. That's why they called the police. And they didn't go, but they tracking Nolan's phone. Warren got a tracker on Nolan's phone, and he's able to tell that they on their way where they at to Wyatt's mama house. They call the police and tell the police, my mama and them don't know what's going on, but it's some guys on their way over there. If you know it's some guys on their way over there, why ain't you going with them over there to your parents' house? Why ain't you going with them? So right there at that moment, guess what? They said the police came and they was walking off, and the police came, and then they said, Jack said, about an hour after that, they came back to get the keys. But Jax wasn't there because Jack said his brother called the police. Jack said his brother got them up out of there because they were sitting around his house. Jax wasn't there. So that made Jax, Warren, Wyatt, and Morgan together gone somewhere. Where were they at? Because they damn sure didn't go make sure them guys didn't go over there to Wyatt's house and do something wrong to his parents. That's why they called the police, to give them time. Let the police know, okay, we finna take the body back to Horn Island. Hit the like button. We ain't got to live like this. Told you, I get them every time. And I'm going to show y'all that on this next live, along with some more shit. And I'm going to show y'all. I can't make it up. Anybody in their right mind, if you know that they on their way, they said we finna go to your parents' house, bro, and go check on the boat. Why would you call the police? They ain't hurt y'all when they came over there to get the phone. And before I let somebody do anything to my family members, I'm gonna follow them over there. I'm gonna be like, hell no, I'm riding behind you, nigga. You ain't finna go over there to my family house and do nothing. But they called the police. They called the police. And then when they went back to go get the keys, guess what? Morgan, all of a sudden, Jack's brother is there. Where's Jax? He's with Warren, Wyatt, and Morgan. Trying to clean up their mess. That's why he said it was on the room and on his knees for hours, tripping out, panicking. And we're going to show y'all that. I got so many gems to show y'all. So we're going to leave with this. We're going to leave with this. I want y'all to marinate on it because it's key. Put a photo at A. It's key. All we got to do is marinate on this. That's all I got to leave y'all with is this. This broke the code tonight. This breaking news. That's breaking news right there. Yep. That's breaking news right there. That's breaking news. Yamaha. Numbers. 2 different boats. 2 different boats, gang. The numbers. Yamaha. And I'm taking you to their crib tomorrow. And I'm going to take you to the crib and show you what the house looked like in 2013, what the house looked like in 2018, and what the house looked like in 26. And they got 3 boats out there. They got a Triton, and they got 2 little boats. But a Palm Beach ain't out there, but it's a Palm Beach on a recent one. So I wonder what's going on? Because it was a Palm Beach in his yard before, and we're going to cover that tomorrow. I just dropped the gem. I want y'all to marinate on this. So when they start showing, I want y'all to start paying attention now to when you see this Yamaha, you don't see no numbers on that boat. But then over here, you see numbers on that boat. But over here, you see Yamaha. They played with you again. They played with you again. Well, you answer this for me then. Tell me why that boat say Yamaha. There it is. Why I say Yamaha, gang? That's supposed to be the boat they towing. Oh, yeah, we got clues. That's a clue right there. But we ain't clueless. We ain't stupid either. That we not. That we not. And here's another thing. Look at that stripe right there. Another thing I just noticed. Look at that stripe right there. Then look right here. There it is. No, the numbers are supposed to be right there, Lisa, because I just showed earlier in my video, go look earlier, the numbers are on both sides of that boat. I got a picture of them bringing this boat actually out of the water twice. The Triton. I got video footage of them boys and everybody in my chat just seen it, bringing the original Triton out of the water, and it had the same number on it. It had that 4088, but it had it on both sides. But this boat is supposed to be the Triton that's sinking. This boat supposed to be this boat. So tell me why this boat got numbers there and this boat ain't got numbers there. Hit the like button. I just showed y'all that. So who are these people? So now that means we can't even trust who is that, gang? If y'all ask yourself, who is we identifying this to be? Who is this dude? Because we know this dude ain't on this boat. Because this dude got a white hat on. That dude right there got a white hat on. This dude got a grayish hat on. Grayish black. Who is he? The girl that's sitting over here ain't got no red on. But now the girl up here, she got some red on. That red was going to stand out. So who is this dude, gang? And who the fuck is these people? Who is this dude right here with a mini afro? Who is he, gang? Who is that, gang? Who is this? Who is this, gang? Who is that? That's all I'm saying. Be mindful. They play this trickery on y'all with this camera, and they putting this shit out to distract you anyway. So now we know everything that they has been giving us is bullshit. They want us to look at these pictures and play around with them and do all of this. Give them time to stall out and try to figure out how they gonna get that phone. Or how they gonna figure out that they just gotta come out and say, we ain't giving you shit. We gonna do what we wanna do. And if y'all want to start a riot, y'all just go ahead, because we not finna give up that port. We not gonna give up all the shit that we done fucked up and all the people it's gonna be a lot of people. I said, damn. Distractions, you exactly right. You think they gave you them pictures? Every time there was some new pictures came out, and it show a little black dude, and everybody zoom in. Oh, that's Nolan. That wasn't Nolan. They want you to think that was Nolan on that island. Oh, Nolan wasn't there. Nolan wasn't there. Thank you, September Virgo. Keep that shit coming. We're going to keep this shit going. Me and September Virgo, the whole Band-Aid gang. September Virgo in my chat. Y'all pay attention to her, man. She be giving me gems. We've been going back and forth, and we just been solving this case. I'm not going to give it all to y'all tonight. I've been on for a couple hours. I have to do my live vertical like this, but I guess it's my connection since I've been in the hotel. My truck been broke down. So my vertical and my horizontal is not working, so I had to do it this way. I was going to miss today. Hopefully I'll be back rolling. They'll have my rig fixed tomorrow or the day after, but hopefully they'll have my rig fixed, and I'll be back going the way I usually be able to do it. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you so much. I just have to do it this way, y'all. So I have to do it this way until then. But I love to work my horizontal both pages and keep them cooking. But I might try tomorrow to go both. But if it start acting up, I'm gonna go back the regular way. Make sure y'all get your memberships, because I will be doing memberships. We got cases going on. We got the Mode 3. As the Mode 3 case gets deeper, I'll get into it. But I also cover that. I know y'all see it on my timeline, but I just been so dedicated to and so much new stuff, and I've been finding so many clues with this Nolan Wells and just wanting justice. I just want to be on top of the game, y'all, and put this information out because it's so important. Yella Beezy and all of them, they already got themselves in that situation. But this case right here, they got all the people in that situation. But right here, we got to fight and put all these clues together, y'all. So with that being said, man, I'm C-Dub, Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. And I said, damn, and I'm with the real Angel. And we beat you. Band-Aid gang. Thank you guys for joining. Get your memberships, because on my memberships, I don't care how many people in there. I'm gonna start them next week. My memberships, I'm gonna start doing just members only, and I will be chopping it up with the gang, and I'll be talking about shit on the back end that I don't talk about on here. So I want y'all to make sure y'all get y'all memberships, man. It's gonna be worth it. I'm gonna go on every morning and talk to my members. And, you know, let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going. Let's get justice for Nolan. I do, as I showed y'all, we got a whole long timeline to finish. That red gotta go all the way over here. So that's a lot of information that I gotta reveal tomorrow, along with what I'm gonna find tomorrow morning before I go live. So I'm adding on to this timeline. So we got a lot to cover, y'all. So, cause y'all know it's gonna be a lot of new stuff coming out that I can add to ours, but y'all gotta hear the rest of the stuff that I got on this timeline. It's golden. So, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna probably go on. We definitely gonna go on tomorrow. I should be on tomorrow. So I'm not gonna duck another day. I'm gonna come right back. So justice for Nolan, y'all. Peace and love. Make sure you be glad that you're on top of the ground instead of under it. Share love. There's too much hate in this world, like my boy Dre OG say, y'all. And hey, it is what it is. Peace and love, y'all. Stay blessed and never stress. I'm C-Dub. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. And I said, damn, double tap that screen before y'all leave. Let's manipulate this algorithm and keep our information so it can get on out here to the people, y'all. Thank y'all for donating the gifts that you guys did to the channel. The Cash App is right down there if y'all want to donate to the channel. I appreciate y'all, y'all. Peace and love, and we out. Peace.